Hi, and welcome to Chamber Chatter. I'm Shaun Hayes, Executive Director with the ClarkstonArea Chamber of Commerce. Today we catch up with our Lightbulb Moment of the Month and our Nonprofit of the Month. We'll also hear about the Women in Business event that the Chamber is hosting in May. First, we went out to Pontiac to catch up with our Nonprofit of the Month, Oakland Hope. So I'm here today with Norma Okonski. She is with Oakland Hope, and they are our Nonprofit of the Month. Norma, thank you for joining us today, sitting down for this interview. Much appreciated.
Thank you for inviting me. We're excited to chat.
Absolutely. So the first thing I wanted to ask, why don't you tell us a little bit about Oakland Hope to start?
Awesome. Well, Oakland Hope is a nonprofit, and we began in 2013 because we believe nobody should be hungry, and we are believers, and we're faith-based, and so our mission is to alleviate hunger and to empower lives.
That's wonderful. Glad to hear. And I know we saw the line as we were coming in this morning too. People were already lining up to get their food. But it's interesting because 2020 has certainly been a difficult year for a lot of families, a lot of individuals as well. How did Oakland Hope kind of adjust their services or their offerings to better meet the needs of the community over the past year?
Great question. So COVID has certainly been a challenging year for everyone, but especially for nonprofits. You know, we are out in the community, we're out in the trenches, and we're doing our best to make lemonade out of lemons. Our increase has been astronomical. Right now it's just over 7,000 mouths are fed here every single month.
Wow, that's quite the numbers, and very glad to hear that too. It is something, because I talk a little bit about how, you know, it's been a difficult year, but at the same time, there's been a lot more volunteerism within our communities. A lot more people are wanting to help out. How have you guys adjusted to that, and have you been able to put like certain safety standards in place so that so that individuals wanting to volunteer could feel safe coming in?
That's awesome. Another great question. So COVID has brought the needs of others to limelight, which is awesome. And I think we can all wrap around our arms around one thing that is universal. We all eat. And so people needing food is at the forefront of everyone's mind. And so we have put many safeguards in place. Not only do we have a COVID check-in station, and of course everyone has to wear masks, but we're the only facility that every volunteer and every shopper in the thrift store, in the food pantry has to wear gloves, besides all the normal sanitizing. So we have gone the extra mile to ensure everyone's safety, because in essence we are food first responders, and we have 7,000 people a month that depend on us.
Absolutely. It's hugely important, and I'm glad to hear you guys are taking the proper steps. Definitely felt safe as I was walking in the building this morning too.
That's awesome.
So if people want to support Oakland Hope, if they want to learn more information, donate, or volunteer, where can they learn more about your organization?
Oh, that's fabulous. We welcome prayers, volunteers, and donations. It's easy. Just go to our website, www.oaklandhope.org. You can click on the Volunteer Now button, and Sign Up Genius comes up, and you can choose the date and time that works best for your schedule. You can donate there, or if you want to find out about donations that we accept. So that's where you can go to capture all that information.
Very nice. Well, Norma, thanks again for sitting down with us today. You guys are doing fabulous work out here, and we appreciate you being part of our community.
Well, thank you, because nothing great happens alone. It only happens with a team and community support. So we're thankful for your support.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Shaun.
You're welcome. Next, we caught up with our Lightbulb Moment of the Month, My Habitat Clarkston, promoting Community Impact Weekend.
So today we're here with our Lightbulb Moment of the Month. Julie Nemith is joining us. She's with Nemith Marketing, but today she is representing My Habitat Clarkston. Julie, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us and recognizing our committee.
Absolutely. So we've featured My Habitat Clarkston in the past on Chamber Chatter a couple times, but for any new viewers, can you tell us what My Habitat Clarkston is?
Sure. My Habitat Clarkston was organized 9 years ago, and we are an affiliate organization or group of Habitat Oakland County, and we work on hyper-local service projects that focus on neighborhood revitalization, economic development, and community volunteerism. So we really wanted to find a venue or an avenue to bring our community together to help those around us in need. So we really focus on those that are in financial strains, our veterans, our elderly, anybody that needs our community to come together, kumbaya around them and help them meet that needs on their property.
Very nice. And you know, the main reason we wanted to highlight My Habitat Clarkston this month is because coming up in April is Community Impact Weekend, which is a big thing that the group has done over the years. What can you tell us about Community Impact Weekend and why it's important for the Clarkston community?
Well, first of all, you know, neighbors need neighbors, right? Especially in these pandemic times, we realized how much we need each other to really literally survive from a business perspective and from a mental health perspective, right? And that's what we do here at My Habitat Clarkston. We any projects we get in, if those we can consolidate any, we put them on into our community impact weekends, which are the last weekend of April and the first full weekend of November. And we work on those projects together as a community. Typically, we have around 40 to 45 projects, up to 1,000 volunteers hit the neighborhoods or in the streets of Clarkston, just helping those projects. We've solicited through help from the chamber, through our churches, through our nonprofit organizations. We also help our nonprofits too, because they're a vital part of being a community. They provide a very necessary service for our neighbors in need. So we support them. So any projects that we can put our hands around on those 2 weekends, we do. And then we also work on other projects throughout the year that need more immediate attention. So yeah, community impact weekends are our big push.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's certainly been an unusual past 12 months, but I think we've really all noticed the need for volunteerism and support within the community more than anything.
Yeah. And we're blessed at Clarkston. We're big enough to have a lot of people, but we're small enough to be able to come together like this and really put our arms around our neighbors.
Absolutely. It's fantastic to see. Now, you mentioned about we try to cover as many projects as we can for Community Impact Weekend. What type of projects typically qualify for individuals or family in need of assistance that weekend?
We have a couple of categories. We have those that are called critical home repairs that we work on with an assessor from Habitat Oakland County. They come into the home for a critical, I mean, it's truly a critical home repair. So we work on those in conjunction with, you know, the staff people at Oakland County. Secondly, you know, if there's any exterior repairs that you need, you know, that a neighbor needs, we put in handrails for the elderly. You know, we've helped with roofing. We've done that in conjunction with our construction technology program at the Clarkston High School with those students. And we also do yard cleanup for our seniors, our elderly, or those in need. We've installed concrete sidewalks for a resident that's in a wheelchair. We help those adults that have been diagnosed with autism in our community. We help them. They live together in a variety of homes throughout the Clarkston area. We help them maintain their homes and their properties to support their parents in these housing developments. So there's just a variety of ways that we really reach out and support, you know, our neighbors in need. It really just goes back to the Good Samaritan Act, right? Somebody's laying on the road in front of you, you got to help them. I mean, that's pretty much what it boils down to. We're in each other's paths for a reason, and we're going to help each other and support our community, again, for revitalization, for our economic development, and to promote community volunteerism from our elders down to our children and our families.
Absolutely. So if somebody wants to volunteer at Community Impact Weekend or wants to learn more about supporting My Habitat Clarkston, where can they go to learn more about that?
Our website is communityimpactweekend.org. Go on there and there should be not only a link for volunteerism. Our project list for spring is closed out, but there'll be a link for Community Impact Weekend volunteers. And also there is a fundraising link. If you can't help physically, but you want to contribute or you're uncomfortable going out in these COVID times, because we are adhering to all the mandates that come down from Habitat for Humanity internationally. We are adhering to all those, you know, safety mandates. You can go there, or Shaun, they can go to clarkston.org and put your email into the community volunteer database. And when we have projects, not only for Community Impact Weekend, but any other time of the year, we work with Shaun, and Shaun pushes those projects out and we solicit volunteers and have a call out for volunteers that way. So those are the two ways you can get involved, communityimpactweekend.org, or you can go to clarkston.org throughout the year, and we will automatically send you emails when projects come up.
Absolutely. Not to self-promote too much, but it is a good avenue for being a catch-all for all volunteerism within our different nonprofits here at the Chamber.
Well, that's part of that. We want our community to have a heart for volunteerism, right? And the heart to support our neighbors. we're a very blessed community, and that where there are people around us that are in need, that need us, and we just need, again, we need to be that good Samaritan, pull up our bootstraps and help each other.
Absolutely. Well, Julie, thank you again for joining us today, for filling us in on Community Impact Weekend. I know we're all looking forward to another successful Community Impact Weekend in April. So thank you.
And thank you for recognizing us for Lightbulb Moment of the Month. And I hope everybody gets their rakes and shovels out and signs up.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care, everybody.
One of our most popular events of 2020 was Women in Business. That event will return on May 24th. Hosted at Oakhurst Golf and Country Club, the event will feature a panel of 3 female business professionals from within our community, sharing their advice and stories on how they got to where they are in their careers. Attendees will have plenty of time to network with one another, as well as stop by many exhibitor tables on display prior to the speaking portion of the event. Tickets will be limited in accordance with current public gathering limitations, and much of the event will take place outdoors to better accommodate current safety standards. Guests will be expected to wear a mask when appropriate, social distance, and keep in touch with other standards of public gatherings as outlined by the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. This event is presented by Bowman Chevrolet, Morgan Milzo and Ford Realtors, and St. Joseph Mercy Oakland. We'll catch up with each of them on an upcoming episode. You can learn more about this event at clarkston.org. That's all we have for today. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next month on Chamber Chatter.